Hey there folks, Future Salted coming at you from the editing room. You may notice this odd little thingy up here in the corner during the video. This was from my stream last night, and I neglected to remove it from my elements. So it's just going to stay there. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. Just ignore this silly little bar. That has to do with Twitch and streaming and stuff. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hello, YouTube. I am Lightly Salted, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome, once again, back to UBOAT. I mentioned in the last playthrough that we would be starting over with a new ship in order to make a few changes to our time compression system, along with ignoring the enhanced crew management at this point. I may go ahead and pick us a different boat this time around. I don't want to start in Wilhelmsen or Kiel. La Spezia wouldn't be terrible. Bergen. La Rochelle. U764. So this would be in 1943, coming up on the end of the war, and it's considered a hard difficulty. I'm tempted. I am very tempted. We're going to take U764 out for a maiden voyage. Alright, we're going to leave the audio language at German. Travel system will be dynamic this time around. Thank you. Gameplay normal, save mode normal, realistic build, no. Expanded sailor management, no. I want that not to be a thing. Darker Nights, no. Collision damage, no. Hardcore aiming, no. Realistic earth curvature, yes. Units will be mixed as I prefer it. Let's dive on in. Alright, Skipper, I've decided that with a new boat, we're actually going to go ahead and name our crew this time around. We'll leave him looking as dapper as he looks. However, the skipper shall be me. Alright, Lightly Salted is our skipper. Alright, we've got a very different looking crew this time around, and we're going to go ahead and get some names thrown in. I've decided in this playthrough that this is going to be the UBOAT of U-boats. This is going to be the YOUBoat, as in YouTuber edition. I plan on naming my officers after other U-boat players that I have frequented on YouTube and Twitch. So for our radioman, I'm going to go ahead and rename him to Official Quebec. Mr. Quebec has unbelievably dulcet tones in his gameplays. Mr. Quebec, I believe, would be an absolutely fantastic radio operator. If anyone has seen his plays on YouTube for this title, or Radio Commander, etc., you would understand why I want him to be my radioman. Our second in command is often my gunnery specialist. Ergo, I've decided that the best person to be running my deck gun will, of course, be Mr. Taff in Exile. My main engineer, I've decided to go with longtime friend of the channel, Red Dragon. And my decision on the mechanic was difficult to make. There are a few more names that I had considered. However, I thought it might be fun to have all you come along with me. So this here, our mechanic, person in charge of our armament when dealing with sinking ships, will be Unity. So we're bringing the community along with us, and come hell or high water, we will either live together or die together. Now, interestingly enough, the squads, tasks, etc., they all seem to still exist. I'm fairly certain that I unchecked the crew management side of the house, so we're going to have to see what kind of implications that has on our gameplay. Skipper, why don't we go ahead and outfit our boat? Oh dear, we have 20,000 budgets. Well, that's new. If you start the game with U96, you're relegated to 6,000 budget. I think we're going to be pretty solid here. And let's speak to the leading officer, get ourselves a mission. Okay, we've got Sector CE, we have espionage at Cardiff, and we have CG up the African coast. CE might be interesting. We get an additional leader. The African coast doesn't give too much in the way of benefits other than a little extra money. There should be fairly robust shipping lanes heading through the Strait of Gibraltar. And this will be considered the hardest to accomplish. I think we're going to go ahead and take it. CG, that's where we're going. Still missing one Torp, which does not want to load itself for reasons that I'm not sure about. Okay, let's try again tomorrow. Can I have torpedoes now? Please? No? Please? No? T2s? No? T2s. Okay, we've run into our first bug, and we haven't even left the dock, so that's interesting. Cool. Taff, why don't you go ahead and give me red lighting, please? Mr. Quebec, I don't think we're going to need your services on the radio just at the moment, as we haven't left the dock yet. Red, let's kick the tires and light the fires. Taff, I'll get you on navigation in order to preserve as much fuel as I can as we leave the dock. And, of course, I will keep a sharp, sharp lookout, bearing in mind that it is late in the evening. And it's awfully dark out. Alright, crew, all ahead 4. Now, I did mention in the last video I'd like to talk about some of the differences. I went over them in our first run at 127. I just want to concentrate more on the time compression at this point. So, with the realistic time compression engaged, I had to go at speed 48 to make any kind of progress. And it appears to me that speed 5 is at least as fast, if not slightly faster. Yep, the times 5 seems to operate exactly like the times 48 or whatever it was in realistic. Mr. Quebec, I'd prefer if you get yourself down for a nap, please. I'll throw in some time compression. With any luck, we'll run into something on our route to the hunting grounds. Let's get gone. Oh, I missed staring at this screen. I really did. I really enjoy being able to time compress at my request on this screen. That's what it's all about to me. Incoming transmission, fantastic. Unknown, however. It does not appear to be from BDU. Mr. Quebec, I would very much like to know what this unknown transmission is. Alright. Oh, it is from BDU. Fantastic. We've sustained heavy damage from depth charges and have many injured on board. We are lacking medical supplies. We need help. Meeting point 3929 by 1055. So we'll go ahead and set in a course for our missing brethren and ensure they get those medical supplies that they so desperately need. Thank you, Quebec. You can get yourself down. Much obliged. Taff, thank you for jumping onto the navigation station all by your lonesome. Again, that's a little worrying. That's not exactly what I was hoping for when I turned off crew management, but we'll see how that works out for us. And we're getting a little too close for comfort at this point. Mr. Quebec, you have the medical supplies. So I believe that given a moment here, once we slow down, I will have you visit our ally here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and give them one of our medical supplies. And the skipper has thanked us for our help. Apparently, he will nicely mention us in his report to headquarters. Thank you very much. Okay, we picked up propeller noise. With any luck, she's heading toward us and not deeper into the strait. Negative, she is heading into the strait. Perhaps we'll get right to the mouth of it. See how that works out for us. Okay, we've got another convoy on the big ears. Again, is it heading toward us or away from us? Toward us. Oh, all of these contacts are bobbing back and forth. These are warships. These are most assuredly warships. What do you think, community? Should we take a run at them? I think we should. I think we gotta at least try. After the the glaring defeat in the last video, I would very much like to do something this time around. Chimney smoke on the horizon. Okay. We are absolutely going to be diving. We're going to need blue lighting. Mr. Taff, want to take care of that for me, please? And Mr. Quebec, you're going to go ahead and take a quick power snooze until we get a little closer to our intended targets. And of course the diesel generator is still running because I'm silly. Mr. Unity, let's kill that so we don't all asphyxiate and die. And we'll head in roughly dead ahead. Alright, we're a lot closer now. Let's go ahead and drop to speed 1. Mr. Quebec, the hydrophone, please. And now HQ has something else they would like to tell us. Good timing, HQ. Thank you. Alright, what does Command have to say now? One of our ships has gone missing. Unfortunately, I can't really do too much about our missing ship at the moment. I'm busy trying to do other things. Alright, let's go ahead and throw another point on. Grab ourselves a quick and easy north-south position. And, according to Mr. Protractor here, she appears to be going on a course of 249. That makes more sense. 249. Alright, let's go ahead and plug that in. She's on a course of 249. Perfect. Skipper, why don't we go ahead and risk popping the periscope up just in case we can get sight on her. Alright, Skipper, can we see her? Alright, we can just get a glimpse of her. And we have destroyers in the area as well. Okay, these ships weren't even showing up on our sonar, so that's interesting. Let's go get ahead and get a speed check on this fella here. 4 knots, that's probable. We also have this, she doesn't appear to be an F class. She's some form of a destroyer. Not 100% sure about her. I can't even see her technically on my map, so I may not try to poke at her just yet. Okay, community, torpedoes please. Red, back on the depth steers. We're going to try to take a poke at this Corvette. The angle is terrible. I shouldn't be doing this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a distance on her. Going to be a little difficult. We are very far away. Let's go ahead and bring up the STAD. Yeesh. Going to be tough. And right about there, we know she's a Corvette. We'll go ahead and lock that in. Let's put our money where our mouth is and try to get this done. Why can't I open my torpedoes? Okay. Flood tubes 1 and 3. This angle's terrible. I should not be doing this. Don't do this at home. Do not do this at home, folks. Alright, we're flooded. We're going to slowly start turning ourselves around here. And with any luck at all, she will not make that turn before our torpedoes land home. I'm not sure about that speed of 4 knots all of a sudden. I'm worried that she's moving faster than that. Okay, the fish look pretty good. It's going to be tight though. And... oh no! No! We were off by... well, less than 10 meters anyway. Something to the tune of 5 meters. We missed her by 5 meters. Well, that's unfortunate. What do you think? Do we take one more shot at her? Try the rear tube? It might be a waste of a torpedo. I don't want to waste it because we weren't able to pick up that additional torpedo from the docks. Let's go ahead and get a little lower. Skipper, hide that periscope for me. We are going to speed up, and we're going to head on out and try to find our missing U-boat. Alright, we've got visual. Something tells me I'm going to be mining this boat. Alright, community. Gonna need an engineer for this, so why don't you go and check this out for me. Let's go on board. What do you want to bet they're all dead? Yep, so we had a ship damaged by a mine and everyone's dead. Let's go ahead and mine it. Fantastic. And Skipper, why don't we take a look and watch the bangs? Charges are off, and there she goes. Okay, let's head towards this corner of the sector and see if we can't pick up any traffic that may be coming up towards the strait itself. So this sector has been a complete bust, so what I plan to do is try to pick up those 10,000 tons out here in the wider Atlantic. I'm going to be running on surface using batteries for a little while as to preserve what diesel I've got left. The hunting grounds are pretty far away. So with that being said, since no warships will count towards my 10,000 tons, we're going to have to try something different. Let's get motoring. Chimney smoke spotted. Fantastic. What do we got? 3 to 6. I like those odds. Let's get us spun around and see what we can see. Alright. We bypassed the target apparently because of our unbelievably slow dive time. Community, good job on getting those torps rolling. Okay, we've got transports. Thank you. We got an NA1. That's not going to help us much for our tonnage. Okay, we've got 2. We'll alter our course slightly. We've got 3. With any luck, we can pick up the majority of our tonnage here and now. Alright, Mr. Protractor, what are we shooting at? Alright, we're looking at a course of 101 for our convoy. Skipper, can we get speeds yet? Whoa. Skipper staring at the sky. Alright, we have another NA1. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get a lot of tonnage. Just not in the cards. Alright, she's doing 5 knots. I would say everybody is. Looks like an Empire Explorer to me. Good. And the second NA1. 5 knots across the board. Alright, I would have loved to have seen a 4th ship. We're not going to get the 10,000 here. Alright, it's not going to be the easiest shot in the world to take. I can sink this and this with relative ease. I may have to go after the Empire with the deck gun. So these ships are approximately, what, 100 meters. So these guys are 1,100 meters apart. So I'll be firing at this NA1 followed by this, and we're going to chase down that center freighter with the deck gun. Alright, we're at all stop. I'm going to go ahead and find out how far 1,100 meters is. Now, Skipper, let's go ahead and get a distance check on our first NA1. That looks pretty good right there. And the second. Right about there. Looks great. Okay, let's go ahead and flood tube 1. And fire. Picked up some more ship noise to our south. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and flood tube 2. NA1s shouldn't require any more than a single torp. I don't like the way that's tracking. Not sure about that shot. We'll find out. And I'll be firing nowish. Not bad. Okay. We're off in our calculations here a little bit. This NA1 may get the chance to turn away. And right in the cargo hold. She should be going down. Alright, what about this fella? Nope, she has no chance. She's going down. Fantastic. Love it. Alright, let's get ourselves moving a little faster here and bring the boat up. We are going to have Mr. Taff man the deck gun. Oh dear, Taff. No, let me do that part, please. Get creative with a little HE, maybe? Alright, we set her alight. Well, they've abandoned her. Hello, boys. There she goes. Fantastic. Taff, if you could center the deck gun for me. Okay, did we manage to get all of our 10,000 tons? Was that 10,000 tons? Really? Where did... Okay. We couldn't have got 10,000 tons out of 3 ships. But it's not, I don't... Okay. Alright. Maybe we somehow did? That seems very odd to me. Let's go ahead and set a course for this chimney smoke. Let's go see if we can track down whatever's going on over here. We've got a tanker. I want to see a torpedo hit the tanker. Yes, indeed. We're going to make sure we've got that 10,000 for sure. I'd like to experiment with the calculations, the automatic calculations. I had a hell of a time getting that done in one of our last playthroughs. So I'd very much like to know, was it a bug? Was it me? Under a kilometer. It's going to be pretty close. Still, I think we can manage it. We'll go ahead and get Taff on the observation scope, allow him to add his calculations to the target. And let's see what we've got this time around. 4, 5, 6. This is going a lot faster than it was in that one playthrough. She's American. She's an American tanker. Well, yes, this is climbing much faster. Much faster than that last playthrough. And she's a tanker. I think I'll go with 1 just to see... because I've noticed when you hit them, they have a secondary explosion, likely due to the fuel being aboard. I would like to see if 1 torpedo can take down a tanker. I'm curious. And fire. Alright, skipper. What are we looking at? Fantastic. No secondary explosion. Okay. Perhaps we didn't hit her in the cargo. Interesting. Serious damage. Let's go ahead and get ourselves up. We are running short on air. Taff, man the deck gun. Oof, it's a very shiny Taff right there. Alright. I feel like HE at a target full of fuel is a great idea. She is sinking. Thank you, Taff. Great job. Alright, Quebec, the radio, please. And it is my belief that we are now well within our 10,000 tons. We'll go ahead and plot a course for home. Get you some coffee, because we're going to get lost here in a second. Let's take 2. I know you like coffee, Taff. Okay, folks, I'm going to throw in some time compression. If I happen to catch sight of anything else on our way, I will definitely take a poke at it. If not, I will see you back at port. Alright, we've managed to park this tub. Leading officer. Taff in Exile receives a new decoration. Taff, you've gotten yourself the Iron Cross second class. And some points towards the first. Community, you yourselves have also received the Iron Cross second class. Good job. Mr. Quebec helped other U-boat 1017. Points towards the second. And of course, me, being the skipper, got myself a medal. 2 medals, Iron Cross first, and points towards the German Cross in gold. Alright, so we did manage to sink well over our 10,000 tons. Apparently, those 4 ships were worth 24,000. Fantastic. Everybody level up. Love it. Mr. Taff, you of course being my gunnery type person, will be getting gunner. Community, I would very much like it if you could make repairs faster than ever. Mr. Quebec, with your dulcet tones. We're going to go ahead and make sure you can hear even better on the hydrophone. Thank you. Red. Red, you're also going to be performing your repairs in quick, ultra fast time. And of course, me, myself, well, that's an interesting little bug there. Me, myself, I will be picking up the UZO focus. Fantastic. All right, folks. This has been an excellent first run out with a new ship in a new year, a new crew. Again, the U-boat. I love the pun. The U-boat is doing very, very well for itself. We managed to get more done in this episode than we managed to in the last 2. So I'm pleased with my choice. I'm still having a little bit of trouble with the officers deciding to work whenever they feel like it as opposed to when I want them to. But overall, I'm getting way less alerts about missing crew here, there, and everywhere. Morale seems to be no issue whatsoever. And again, I have my beloved ×5 proper compression on this beautiful, beautiful screen in which I can see the game that I bought and I love, and it's fantastic. Tune in next time. We will continue on with our new adventures with the U-boat. For the YouTubers I named the boat after, I'll be linking their channels down in the description. So go ahead and check them out if you enjoy watching this kind of content. And as always, I've been lightly salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.